Let's talk about probably what I think is one of the most highly anticipated games coming out, Borderlands. What do you guys have to say about that?
Borderlands looks pretty impressive by the looks of it. I love the cel-shaded games. I'm a sucker for them. And I was a sucker for Crackdown.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we know it's made by Gearbox, so, you know, Bandit Brothers. Or, sorry, Brothers in Arms. You know, I think it's gonna be pretty good. This is, you know, when they first started talking about this, they said it was all experimental. They weren't really sure if this was gonna attract any audience, but it's actually grown. It was an unexpected card in the deck here, and I think it's gonna be really big.
Let's be known that Gearbox also made the 2 expansion packs for original Half-Life, Opposing Force and Blue Shifts.
Yeah, those were big sellers.
Well, we know Blue Shift wasn't necessarily great. Opposing Force was pretty damn awesome at the time. So, let's hope that Borderlands won't let us down, because it looks good.
Plus, Borderlands apparently is going to have pretty much infinite replay value, so that kind of adds to me wanting to get it.
Yeah, I mean, every time you play it, it's going to be a different experience, which is obviously
like,
awesome.
100% different, like...
Yeah. And,
Diablo levels of different.
But
although
be
there's
like
no
650,000 weapons, is that true?
Oh yeah, there's like 500,000 weapons. I think they've even because they got this program which actually makes weapons and is constantly adding them to the game, and they're all different. They all have their own special, unique. Like one will have electric shock bullets. One will have fucking earthquake shooting rockets. I don't know. It's crazy.
Earthquake.
My favorite is the revolver that fires shotgun rounds.
Yeah, see, that's awesome right there.
Even beyond that, even like the bad guy, like even the enemies are gonna have the same issues. Like they'll be completely random.
Yeah, I mean,
here's the only complaint I do have about this game, because it's, you know, it's the FPS RPG. I'm a huge fan of Fallout. Fallout 3 was good, a little bit of letdown, but still pretty damn good. But they don't really have character creation in this. You pretty much play 4 characters already got going.
They're calling this an RPS. First off, it's basically one of the first of its kind. I think, you know, role-playing shooter. Although yeah, there's no character customization. There's 4 characters, I think, 4 or 5 or 6 even, that you can choose from that are pre-made. But they each have their own set of abilities and class sets. And they make it so each skill that you choose has its own tree to branch off into other skills. So there's, you know, I think they said hundreds of different skills you can have per character, and they're all different. And even though there's no customization, I think it's still gonna be fine. Sure, if they added it, it would be more. I think it would have more of an like MMORPG feel to it, because then you're like, oh, I created this character, he's my own, he's my branded, instead of playing like an actual single-player game, but with your friends, you know, a co-op.
I kind of think that's what they're gonna do.
Let's also not, you know, say MMOs didn't invent this. Like the original RPGs had to recreate your own characters. I think it's almost kind of like, you know, if they're calling this an RPS, the role-playing shooter, that we're playing a role, we might as well make our own characters to fill the role.
But that's the thing, I think, with the storyline is certain roles set with the storyline of those characters. They have values to the storyline. I'm sure that's, you know, they have a reason behind it. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's been released, but yeah. But it is 4-player co-op online, so you can play with your friends in this epic RPS, which is just going to be amazing, personally. And even when you play with your friends, you can still play if they're not logged in, and when they do log in, they'll be, you know, right with you. You'll have your same stuff that you played when you played single player. You find all the stuff you found in the game, and there's I think they said the storyline was 15 plus hours plus extra quests.
160 quests or something.
Yeah, that, you know, ranges over to like 120 plus hours. So this is going to be a very long game. It's going to be you know, if you've beaten if you've beaten Oblivion, it's probably going to be around the same time as that, or
yeah, I could personally say I've logged 120 hours plus into Oblivion.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Even though they don't have character customization, one thing they added is they have vehicles in this game, and they have vehicle customization, which I think is pretty cool. You can create your own vehicle for your own team after a certain level. and that's gonna be pretty awesome.
Do you know how
say
big
that
the
this-
open world is?
They're saying it's bigger than you know, if you guys are familiar with Warcraft, it's bigger than the world of Warcraft. It's a very large, vast. It's a planet, you know. It's an abandoned planet. It's not post-apocalyptic like everybody's thinking. It's you know, humans came here, they set up here, they left here, and the main storyline is they're going after this like temple which holds great power and fortune. That's what our 4 survivors here are
Is it
looking
a hidden
for.
temple?
It is. That's why
No,
we have to
there's
find
no
it.
Olmec. There's no Olmec.
Ah. I don't want it now.
But let's forget there's also aliens in this game too. So
Yeah,
I'm
and
erring on the
bandits.
side of caution with looking forward towards this one, because it almost seems like it's way too good to be true. Like when I
Yeah,
read
I'm
stuff
gonna-
about it, it seems that like Peter Molyneux should be out like saying that we can have kids or something.
this doesn't turn into a
Fuck
Molly
that
News.
guy, just for the record.
Yeah, Molly News is a prime example of developers not coming through on their promises. But this fourth quarter proved to be pretty good for us guys. I'll be one to say I'll be broke this fourth quarter with 4 games coming out within a month of each other that I'm going to be
We
buying.
have a lot of great games coming out. Yeah, this Borderlands is they're talking about a release date of October 20th, which is you know, October, November. Those are going to be the big selling for this season. It's going to be some pretty harsh competition.
Hopefully I have enough money to pay for my internet bill after all of this.
Alright, well, I guess that's it for our first podcast, and look forward to talking about more PC games coming up later in the future.
Yeah!
Until next time. So, until next time, listeners, this is BB signing out.